Hi, my name's Phil Osaer. I'm from Livonia, Michigan. I played my youth hockey for the Livonia Knights and spent my summers learning the fundamentals of the game at Suburban Hockey schools. And I went on to play for Little Caesars as I got older in my teenage years before heading to junior hockey and in Waterloo, Iowa, and then back home to the state of Michigan to play at Ferris State University for my college hockey. Well, I chose goaltending because I recognized it was the coolest position on the ice. I thought the gear was cool. At the time, I thought it was the goalies. It was a golden age of goaltending. Here in Detroit, we got to watch Glenn Hanlon and Greg Steffen throwing up pad stacks, and Mike Richter and John Van Beesbrook adding the color to their gear. So I just fell in love with the game, and then I fell in love with the position, and I convinced my coach to let me try it, and then ultimately my dad became the coach so I could do it on a more regular basis. As it turned out, a couple years later, I had found my way to the New York Rangers organization, and I got that call that, much like the draft day that everybody dreams of, that I was going up, and there had been an injury, and the next day I was going to be in New York, it was an absolutely incredible situation. That was when the Rangers had Mark Messier and Brian Leetch and Eric Lindros. So the list, if you're going to get one game at MSG with those teammates, it was a good one and done. The relationships that have been really fostered since I was 6, and Coach Tom and Coach Lyle, as they were known at that time over at U of M Dearborn, taught me to skate backwards, and I've known what Suburban was about for since the mid-'80s. In the summer of '97, I was asked to be an instructor with Darren Elliott at Suburban goalie school out in Dearborn. So after the first couple of days, I can remember coming home and telling my parents that I absolutely loved being on the ice coaching kids. And my role now with Suburban is much like my previous role with USA Hockey, where it's something that will evolve. With youth hockey, we want it to be the best youth sporting environment that any child has. And then within that, we want to make sure that the goaltenders are having the same amount of opportunity as all the other players, and they're receiving the feedback, the appropriate feedback, and drill structure, game structure, and all of those things that we can make sure that we're giving the kids that they have all the opportunities to truly enjoy the sport and then develop accordingly in an age-appropriate manner. And what I want to be able to do is be a resource for all the goaltenders within the clubs that Suburban oversees, and be there to help the coaches and provide programming and structure to the goalie development that is, like everything else that Suburban provides, world class. So it's an honor to be part of it and helping out whatever I can, and I'm excited to be back.